This is Brenda, and I'm back with Brenda's horror movie reviews, and I have Stacy with us again. I didn't think she'd be back this soon, but she kind of laid back on the couch, and I put Trilogy of Terror on since we were going to talk about Karen Black again. She was in the review that I did about Burnt Offerings, and now it's Trilogy of Terror, where she plays a character in all three segments of that movie. Do you remember the movie?
I remember it being the three different, kind of like Twilight Zone, sort of,
Right.
I relate a lot to Twilight Zone when I'm watching scary stuff. I think as a kid, I was intrigued by Twilight Zone and terrorized a little bit.
Okay.
So just it being broken up into totally three different stories was neat.
It is neat. We'll just start with the first one and go from there.
Yeah.
Do you remember? The first one had us a little concerned because I hadn't watched the movie in decades and it did not stand the test of time. It's one of those questionable actors where was it supposed to be high school or a college, and he's hitting on his professor. And luckily it is college. I did look it up, so I'm going to assume he was over 18. And he puts her in a position where he took pictures of her and drugged her up. I'm getting a look already. It's one of those that it's so cringy to watch, but luckily the tables turn on him at the end. It was all planned, and
she got him where she wanted him.
Yes.
And good for her, and good for her being able to come back and being like, oh no, got him back. So I loved it.
Basically, she said, I'm bored now.
Entertain me.
And I think he was shocked. Yes, he thought he had the upper hand because he had pictures of her and was using her, but it was really the other way around. She was playing him. Love that.
Yeah, why not?
You gotta love it. And then the second story, she played two different characters, supposedly twins or sisters. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And the psychologist kept coming over, and one of them was kind of whorish, and the other one was very prudish, straight-laced. You're making the face.
Well, that one doesn't ring a bell with me as much as the first and third one. Okay. I don't know what I was doing in the second one, but it just doesn't ring that much of a bell with me. I do like movies back in those days. Mm-hmm. I love looking at the decorations at the different things. I think the twins lived in a really nice house, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Big house, antiques.
Yeah, antiques everywhere. And I think I was more in tune with the way it was decorated than...
Okay.
But I know that's one of your things. You like the atmosphere. Or whatever
I do. I like the atmosphere. That's a big deal. It has to.
Yeah.
I think all three of them did. Even in the third one, I love her apartment. Mm-hmm. I think it is adorable.
That was good.
Does that one stand out?
Yeah.
That's the one that stood out to me that affected me when I was younger.
Wow.
I mean, the last time I'd watched it, I was pregnant with Camille. And Camille is 38, almost 39. So it's been a long time since I've watched it, that little Zuni statue.
Yeah, I'd never seen any of these, the little segments, and I liked it.
Okay.
Watch that again or something like that.
Would you?
I think it's the old stuff that's coming back to me and wanting me to watch things I've never seen before, I guess.
ABC got a bunch of phone calls the night that it aired because it was for TV.
Oh.
And they were accused of playing nightmare cult TV.
That wasn't a thing back then. I didn't know that this was originally for TV.
Yes, it was for TV.
Wow.
I know. And I started looking up little bits and things because that the Zuni statue wasn't supposed to move initially. And it was all done with like strings and different things. And the noise that it makes, that ding, 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 it's piglets that they sped up and slowed down because they were trying to get the flight or fight response. It just freaked me out. I don't know. That little booger gives me the willies.
But then by the end, I think we were both saying like, I want one of those.
I know. I was looking them up on Amazon. See if I can find a Zuni.
I need a Zuni.
You're just thinking of stuff now.
I'm just thinking of stuff.
Nothing wrong with that. And I also heard that Karen Black would not watch the movie. After it was made, she almost backed out of it twice.
What a pretty, pretty woman, too.
Isn't she?
Yeah, she's like one of those women who, like, you're just put in a trance watching her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like when you think about it, like she's that spectacular. That there's just something about her and her aura.
She sucks you in when she's talking, and you just want to hear more.
I know. Tell me more. Yeah, I know. I wish people felt that way about us.
I know. Somebody needs to listen.
But here we are.
I know. How about she's actually watching more scary movies? I'm loving it. So how many wine glasses would you give this movie? We like the environment. Of course, we like the old house. That's a big deal. I don't feel the empathy level was high on this one. I mean, yeah, but you know what? She shouldn't have never went out with him if it was going to go that direction, but it went a different direction. So more power to her. That's all I have on that one.
Mm-hmm. It was entertaining.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Especially that third story. That's the one that stands out to everybody. If you mention Trilogy of Terror to anybody, I bet that's the story that sticks out. That little statue running around with his little spear and his little knife.
Creepy.
He is creepy. Eerie? I think of eerie as being dark, ominous. It's just not, it doesn't have that.
No.
None of the stories did. Mm-mm.
So what are we saying? 2.5 wine glasses?
2.5? I'd give it 3.
3.
I'd give that little statue 3 on his own. I would. He deserves it. I wonder if he'd sit and drink with us.
I don't know.
You think he'd try and stab us
Apparently
after
we
we
gotta
were
get
drunk?
one.
I'm thinking we do.
I know. We'll get our research department right on that.
I know, which is me.
We'll find out more information and be back here next time.
All right, well, I guess we're going to wrap this up. I know we went over our little 5 minutes, and that's fine. The next episode is going to be on Sleepaway Camp.
I might
We'll
not
see.
watch that one.
That's another one that I don't think stood the test of time.
I might not watch that one. It sounds a little scary. I don't like camps.
I know, I might be on my own on that one. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles. Toodaloo.